You know, after Tecmo's Super Bowl came to an end, it was like, what's the point of even living? All right, maybe it wasn't that drastic. Maybe it was. I don't know. I can't remember. I was busy watching Alex Mack. What I can tell you is that the future seemed pretty bleak if you liked sports games, but you also preferred them to be fast and fun and silly, like Tecmo Super Bowl. Now they were getting all realistic. What a bunch of crap. That was the great thing about the 90s, you know? Every negative action had an equal and positive reaction. Crystal Pepsi, boom, Cherry 7-Up. Fanny packs, you, wear some moon shoes. EA Sports, ha! Try Mutant Sports. We kill people in Mutant Sports. We were also very violent in the 90s. And yes, Mutant Sports is plural, because there were many. All right, there were two. EA was kind enough to release a Madden alternative called Mutant League Football, as well as this. This was an NHL alternative called Mutant League Hockey. Another great idea, only the difference is, well, with Mutant League Football, that game was about as good as Madden 93. Or at least the gap between those games wasn't that wide. But with NHL 94, I mean, that was one of the best hockey games ever. So with this one, look, it's a slightly wider gap. And there are probably spikes in it. So for this Mutant League game, well, the alternative's not quite as on par. And it's not just because the NHL game's so good, it's also because this one's not as good. Specifically, it has to do with the gameplay. You know, Mutant League Hockey is actually a bit slower than NHL 94. You know, the one that's supposed to be more realistic. Yeah, this one doesn't run as smoothly, but it's how it plays too. You know, Mutant League Hockey is not quite as tight or fluid or fast as its NHL counterpart. There's actually a little bit of clunkiness in terms of its actual mechanics. So it's not as well done as Mutant League Football was in comparison. But you know, even so, look, don't fool yourself. This is still a fun game, and it at least matches its football cousin conceptually. Like, this is the same kind of formula. Take a more serious game and add mutants and blood and things that are just a bit less serious. And actually, if you grew up in the 90s, you're going to love the game's humor. It has that tone that so much kids stuff had back then with the gross out jokes, there's belching, and the comedic violence. Like, I'm telling you, you throw in some creepy crawlers, it's like 1994 all over again. The presentation's not bad either, but like I would have liked some more variety. You know, like a lot of the settings, they look kind of similar. You know, it's not like the football fields in Mutant League Football had a ton of different looks either, but yeah, this one seems even more samey from rink to rink. But the sprites are nice, and the fights look cool. Again, the game just looks early 90s, and if you remember the early 90s, then you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the sound's not bad either, but not great either. And again, who cares? You know, it's like Mutant League Football. This is a game you blast music to. Slayer preferably. It makes killing mutants even more enjoyable, that is a fact. Look, here's the deal. As much as I liked Mutant League Football, I expected to like this one even more, since I am a big hockey fan. Fortunately, this one's not as good as that one, but even so, it's still a lot of fun to play. Just, don't expect it to replace NHL 94 anytime soon, but if you're experiencing a strange desire to kill people in NHL 94, go see a doctor, and while you're out, pick up Mutant League Hockey for the SEGA Genesis. But seriously, also see a doctor. See a doctor while wearing moon shoes.